Good evening. You're welcome to MC Busybee Podcast. And this is a very special episode. We're introducing our guest today. Is one of UK and Nottingham artists, Jozie. You're welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So Jozie is here to talk about a new debut single that just come out called "Wish You Never," and Jozie is very excited to tell us about the song. And my audience want to know as well about the song. Jozie, tell us about your origin.
So I'm from the UK, originally from Reading, but I moved up here on a whim because I wanted to find more creators of music.
So growing up in Reading, how was it like growing up in Reading?
Growing up in Reading was interesting. Like I said, it is a little London, so there's plenty of dangers, but there are also really nice areas as well.
Okay, and how has Nottingham been since you moved into Nottingham? Have you been enjoying the life in Nottingham?
Absolutely. Everyone here is amazing. There's a lot more creators here and a lot more artists, sound engineers, producers, everything. There's everything. Yeah.
Okay. So where did your music journey start? Did it start from Reading, or it was when you moved to Nottingham that the inspiration about singing music came into your...
So I'd say that it started from when I was really young.
Yeah.
I started kind of just humming things, and then I put words together, and it turned into songs. So when I came up here, it was more accurate to do because I was around more creators and more artists. So I became more creative,
more music
Yeah,
inclined.
absolutely.
So who inspired you into music? Like who were you looking up to when you started singing? The person you want to be like, or the kind of music you want to sing? How did you come into that decision?
So when I was younger, my mum used to always take us to gigs. Like we went to see Muse when I was about 15. Went to see Dizzy Rascal as well.
Oh, I know Dizzy Rascal.
Yeah.
It's quite popular.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's always been a singer as well. Whether or not that's genetics or it's learnt by just hearing her sing, that's how I am good at singing. It's self-taught pretty much. So yeah, thank my mum for that.
Tell us about your music. What genre will you classify the kind of music you sing?
I'd say it's pop/soul. I like to think of myself a little bit in between Amy Winehouse and Adele.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a mix. Yeah.
Okay. How do you find time to make music with work, balancing work and life? How do you find that time to create the music you sing?
So I try and do a small edit of a song that I'm making every day, really, just small little bits here and there, and it ends up being a song. I'm actually going to university to do sound production.
Oh wow, that's
so I'm
nice.
going to be able to produce, mix and master, etc., all on my own, as well as sing and write all of it. So
that's good. Are you that kind of artist that sing in the shower? Like when you wake up in the morning, just get the lyrics in and just write whatever comes to the head and put it into
100%.
music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really good. That's
Yeah.
really good. So tell us about your music, Wish You Never. How did you come about the music?
So it basically started from an abusive ex, unfortunately. And I just thought, you know what? It started off on a really crappy laptop on Logic. I think it was GarageBand I started on. And I started just putting bits and pieces together, and it created the beat. And then I took it to a professional when I moved up here, and then it formed into a song. The lyrics were always there, very much vengeful lyrics of disliking my ex. But yeah, now I've actually released it. I'm very proud of that. So.
Thank you, S. You just produced one of the best upcoming artists in Nottingham, and we're looking forward to our music. Now, tell me about your biggest influences. You mentioned about Amy Winehouse. You mentioned about Adele. How did these people inspire you?
I think Adele, with her like romance and like sort of heartbreak path, a lot of her, like, I don't know if you know into Adele or anything like that, but her divorce that she went through and stuff, it changed her as a whole person. I like to think that my last relationship definitely changed me as well. It's made me grow as a person and become more creative and more emotional as well.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Talking about collaboration, who are the artists you're looking forward to collaborate with?
So I'm actually thinking of doing a track with a couple of artists. I won't name them yet because it's not official. But yeah, there's a good couple coming up that I'm going to be collaborating with.
Okay. So any gigs coming up, any shows, what are you planning in the next few months?
I don't have any performances coming up. Obviously I'm performing here, and that's going to be exciting. So
Wish you never. You mentioned about abusive S. You mentioned about your mom and all these people. These are the people who inspire you into the music. So let's talk about the lyrics of the music. So talk us through the lyrics of the music.
So basically, when me and my ex lived together, that is when the abuse started, which is I'm going to get out of this house. No one knows the real you, which basically means I'm going to get the hell out of here. But because we were trapped into a contract, both of us were quite stubborn in leaving. So we didn't want to leave, which meant we were forced to be around each other. And it only got worse from there, basically.
Okay. So when you mention about contract, what kind of contracts do you mean?
So what do you mean, sorry?
When you mention about contract, that both of you were stuck in a contract, what kind of contract do you mean?
So like the tenancy agreement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so the tenancy agreement was until a certain time, and then obviously he didn't want to move, I didn't want to move, so we both stayed. We'd kind of take turns with having the house to ourselves, and then it just, when we were there together, it was awful.
So how do you think your music will influence upcoming artists and people who are looking forward to sing, and especially people who are in abusive relationship, they're coming out of this relationship? How are you going to inspire them into music?
I think you just need to really take a look at yourself and just know that you have the strength to leave if you need to leave. It is very difficult, but once you actually get the hang of it and start realizing your self-worth, it's empowering, definitely.
So where do you see your music in the next few years?
Hopefully, I'll be mix and mastering my own tracks as well as other artists. I'll be collabing with loads of other artists because of university. It's just going to go up from there, basically.
Okay. In terms of grassroots, like in Nottingham, you're based in Nottingham now. So what are the work you're doing on the ground in Nottingham in getting your music out there?
So I do reach out to a lot of artists on Spotify because I'm actually in a playlist. It's called We The Vibe, shout out.
Yeah.
So on there's a lot of unsigned artists, which I do reach out to and ask if they do want to do any collaborations or anything like that.
That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
So tell us about your team, the team you're working with, like the people you're working with to getting your music out there, the relationship with managers, backup singers, or whoever's doing the work. How's the relationship? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's amazing. I do have a really supportive, I like to call it a family really, because they have been there for me since I've moved here. USM Media has helped me get my song out as well. So it's copywritten, I think, by USM. I think it is like a little family, and I appreciate every movement that everyone makes for me to become a better artist and a bigger artist.
Right. So Wish You Never, when was the music released?
1st of November 2024.
Good. That's a very good time to release the music because we're just getting into the festive period.
Yeah.
So what was the transition for releasing that music in November to December? So how did it go for you?
It's been a very lengthy process, but it's been worth it.
Good,
definitely.
Good. And do you think you're in a better place now compared to where you were in Reading?
100%.
Good. So apart from Wish You Never, which other songs would you like to talk about?
So I do have a couple of singles coming out very soon. One of them is about feminism, so it's like the Women's Rights March and stuff like that. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it definitely is mine. And I've also got a couple more. So there's some house tracks that I'm releasing that I've produced myself. I'm hoping to obviously learn how to do that properly and then get them out and released. I think that's about it for now.
Okay, that's really good. It's like you got some piping in the background coming, is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to hearing. Are those songs out already, or
No.
you still working on them?
Still working on them.
Okay. Any hint of the lyrics, or is this something you want to share, or you just want to give us a small hint?
So we're feminist. There's a lyric in there. It's actually me rapping. So I'm singing.
So you do rap as well?
Just a little bit. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I tend to go into an American accent when I rap, so I'm trying to not do that. But with this song, it is very British. So there's a lyric in there that's times upon the myth of our body, your choice, which is about abortion and stuff like that. It's a very deep song. But yeah, that's it.
Nice. Jozie is going to perform a song, Wish You Never. We've been daring to hear this song, and it's the song we want to bring out to everybody. And this song is going to inspire those people. You heard from the interview what she's mentioned, and these are the things, these are the message she wants to pass out to the society. And Jozie Rojo is on Instagram, she's on Spotify, and she's on YouTube. Her music is all on every music platform. Go listen to the music. If you've never heard Wish You Never, this is the song you want to hear. So Jozie, over to you. We're looking forward to a great performance. Put your hands together for Jozie.
Who did I used to be?